Monday.
Happy Monday. How did you survive that wild weather weekend, Francis?
We were out a lot because we had a hockey tournament, we had soccer, we had birthday parties, we had stuff to do, and we did it. It was okay. We had the snow tires on still.
Oh, good.
So.
Yeah, it was a mess. It was harder walking, I think, than driving almost.
Yeah, I think so. Let's talk about this story from the weekend. The CEO of Starbucks apologizing after two black men were arrested in a Philadelphia Starbucks over the weekend.
Yeah, the video going viral, and it's alleged that police were called to this Philadelphia Starbucks location because the two men in question here hadn't ordered anything. They were waiting for another friend to show up. The employees allegedly alerted the authorities after the men refused to leave the Starbucks after asking to use the restroom without having purchased a drink. Issue is people hang out in Starbucks all the time without buying anything. You know, the Starbucks CEO, Francis, Kevin Johnson, he is winning praise for how he's dealing with this. This is what he had to say about the situation on Good Morning America this morning.
The circumstances surrounding the incident and the outcome in our store on Thursday were reprehensible. They were wrong. And for that, I personally apologize to the two gentlemen that visited our store. I'd say there's training, more training that we're going to do with our store managers, not only around the guidelines, but training around unconscious bias. What happened to those two gentlemen was wrong.
So he immediately, Francis, got on a plane and flew to Philadelphia to deal with this, to apologize to them directly. They were released after Starbucks didn't want to press any charges. The stock actually moved higher, probably because of his quick response by the CEO.
Well, he went on a big media tour over the weekend. He was on TV everywhere talking about it. The U.S.-led airstrikes on Syria didn't rattle investors' nerves as the markets reopened today.
No, we were wondering what the reaction would be after those airstrikes that took place late Friday night. But indeed, the Dow was up more than 200 points today. TSX positive as well. Investors happy that there wasn't any direct response from Russia, any military response. We did see gains for cannabis stocks on Bay Street for a second day. Afria, one of the big marijuana producers, in with better than expected earnings. And just within the hour, Netflix reporting better than expected earnings. That company adding 7.4 million new subscribers in the last 3 months. Still plans to spend $8 billion on original content this year.
Forget 4G, 5G is the newest super fast wireless network, and it's being tested here in Toronto.
Yeah, they're using Rogers Centre as a test hub for 5G. Rogers is. And this makes your LTE, Francis, look like child's play, so they say. It produces ultra-fast download speeds with very low latency. So it's said to cut the time between sending a request and the network response to a blink of the eye. So perfect for applications like driverless cars. We caught up with Rogers' Chief Technology Officer today.
We're modernizing the network to be ready for 5G. So it's an investment in 5G already that will then simply require a software upgrade to enable 5G as and when the standards are finished.
Francis, they say it'll be about 2020 before they roll this out on a bigger scale. Bell is also testing 5G out in Vancouver.
Yeah, and Rogers is our parent company. Just want to make that clear for everyone. Costco is my grocery store, so because I have a big family, and you know, they're known for stocking a wide range of products in bulk, as we know. But you may be surprised by one very expensive item that's on the shelf.
Yeah, next time you go in to get your toilet paper or what have you, you can pick up a $400,000 diamond ring. Yeah, why not? 6.5 carat diamond. There was a Sky News reporter over the weekend. She tweeted this. She found this ring in an Australian Costco in between bulk AA batteries and dustpans. A $400,000 ring. Costco spokesperson says all of its stores have at least one wow item in the jewelry department. Turns out that the company sells actually a lot of diamond rings. They have more than 300 listed on their website. Costco last year was ordered to pay $17 million to jewelry company Tiffany after selling thousands of rings with the Tiffany name on it, but it wasn't. They weren't really Tiffany rings. So a little bit of a history with diamond rings in Costco, surprisingly.
We went into a Costco in Korea when we were there for the Olympics. They were selling a Rolex, a $30,000 Rolex.
Who goes to Costco for these things? I mean, really, don't you go for $1 hot dogs and not $400,000 rings?
And the samples. Don't forget the samples.
But of course.
So finally, coffee shops are struggling to keep a new trendy type of milk in stock.
Yeah, this is it. It's oat milk, Francis. A Swedish company called Oatly makes this. They mix oats with water, add a proprietary enzyme to break down the starch. Baristas say they love oat milk for its light, hearty flavor. It's said to have a creamy texture that mimics real dairy and works well for latte art. These sort of plant-based milks, they are exploding in popularity, really stealing market share away from regular cow's milk. Retail sales for cow's milk expected to drop 1.2% this year, while alternatives like oat and almond milk are expected to climb 3%. It's a $16 billion annual market now for these plant-based milks.
Okay, I'm expecting a party, and I'd like to see your designs of.
Yes, I'll show up with oat milk, and I'll do some latte art for you.